Thank you very much, Judy. Not sure whether that's exactly what I'm going to say, but we'll get it. So we have an NSERC Industrial Research Chair for Colleges in Advanced Industrial Process Optimization and Control. Wow. What that means, and I'll pick up on Judy's point here, is that we have a five-year funding and collaboration agreement where a professor can concentrate on carrying out applied research. Normally, in today's world, professors are at the colleges engaged in teaching. And if they engage in a project, they have to be made available through the replacement of somebody else to teach. Okay? So that's always a short-term arrangement. So this is our very first long-term committed arrangement where we have somebody available who can act now with the company rather than we are applying for funds and a year later they may be available. Maybe, right? Because it's always a funder's decision. And that doesn't really match with timelines of business. So this is really our opportunity to link more into the timelines and requirements of business in this particular area. The particular area was chosen because that is where we have the most requests from local industry and business. Process optimization, modeling, automation, etc. And we just had the right person on faculty. I'll get back to that in a moment. So why are we here today? I was a faculty member in the 90s at Algonquin, and I had the privilege of doing a large project. That was contract research, $500,000. That, like research funding at colleges, was not on the horizon of the public funding agencies at that time. And rightfully so to a certain extent, because research was not in the mandate for colleges. Research only became part of the Ontario College's mandate in the early 2000s. And then slowly the movement came afoot to actually incorporate, make colleges eligible for funding, and then to develop specific projects or programs for colleges. So it started with OCE, with the Ontario Innovation Trust, the formation of the college's Ontario Network for Industry Innovation, then NSERC, the program that Pat was referring to and that is funding this research chair, started the College and Community Innovation Program, followed by the Canadian Foundation for Innovation, CFI, to put together a College Industry Innovation Fund, followed by FEDIV, Ontario, with a program for essentially applied research and commercialization, which gave colleges equal access with universities, and actually colleges got more funding if I remember correctly. So the funding is there now, so we can have it. Now we have another side, is how the colleges move forward. And one of the things that we have done here at the college is start a research innovation fund to encourage professors to start, or other employees to start getting into research. Because whenever somebody applies, they have to have a track record. And this is, for us, a means to develop people into this mode of work and to develop a track record. So, a couple of statistics. Funding size from a few $1,000s to the largest funding envelope we have is $2.25 million. As Judy said, we have attracted well over $6 million now in allocation. Companies, we've been working with about 30 plus companies at this stage since 2005, 2004-05. Students, how many are here who were students or are students and involved in research? All right, so they're here, they're working this summer. 50 plus since we started. Professors, faculty involved, over 20. Staff, part-time, full-time, over 20. Graduate students in collaboration with Windsor, 3. And the first time that we actually took all of this really to the public was with our Research Day 2012, where we went and showed off, and you see these boards here, and we have some 20 boards out. And actually, we are late showing off in Sarnia because we have taken boards to the OC Discovery Days for the last 3 years. So, What's happening is exactly what Judy said. We are integrating applied research into the fabric of the college and the community. It's part of it. It's a huge boost for students. Most of the students that work in research have a much better chance of getting employment. They're carrying intellectual property development into their work site, into their companies. That means that we actually have a really good way of tech transfer, probably the best. It's in people's heads, as opposed to on paper. And with that, I will turn over to this very concrete announcement and introduce our shareholder, Dr. Mehdi Sheikzadeh. Because Mehdi, let me just go in this a little bit. Mehdi graduated with his PhD in chemical engineering from Western in 2007. But we knew him before, because he actually came here as a student and worked with Dr. Chu on some of his work in the AIMER labs that Julie was alluding to. So we know him for quite some time. Out of that collaboration came an application to Lanxess for an industrial postdoc with NSERC. Most of the work was carried out here, and then obviously with Lanxess. And out of that, he was hired full-time and joined the college full-time faculty in 2009. Please help me welcome Mehdi Sheikzadeh.